My date just walked out on me within 30 seconds of seeing my face. He saw.
Whoever that young man was, he did the right thing. What that was a foodie date. Go to that video for better context, and what you will see her friend there, another guy there, a big buff dude, a Chad with the tattoos, and then another guy was there. So that's him, her girlfriend's boyfriend, and then an additional guy. What the hell you expect him to do? If that would have been me, and I saw that, a similar thing did happen to me, but not quite like this. If I would have saw that, I would have left. That was a potential foodie date. He goes, he pays for everything, and I guarantee you she's not going home with him. She's going home with the other guy that's there. Those two Chads sitting on the side of him. One of them was her girlfriend's boyfriend. The other one was just another guy that was along. Yeah, that was going to be the guy she would have went home with. That was a foodie date setup, or a potential foodie date setup. He asked you out on a date. He didn't ask you and your other friends out on a date. And I understand if it was a guy that she doesn't know, she could have had her friends sit at another table and keep an eye on him. That part for safety for women, that part I can understand. But to sit up there and invite them on the date, and he doesn't even know them, no, that was a foodie date. The guy she were going to go home with would have been one of those two Chads sitting on the side that was, oh, this is my girlfriend's boyfriend, but who was the additional guy? He would have went in his pocket. He would have paid for everything. And the guy who was going to jump her bones would have been the dude she went home, who would have been waiting at her house that night. This is a potential foodie date, and this guy dodged a bullet. He did the right thing. Seems like you already got company. What do you need me for? He went out on a date to get to know you. And that's for the safety reason. Okay, I can't begrudge her for that. I do understand women, to be fair, there are a lot of creeps out there, and women do have to be safe. But all you had to do was say, oh, these are my friends. We're going to go sit at our table. And they could have just went sat at theirs, and they could have enjoyed their time out together. Instead of having the other people at the table with you, I can see why he left. Again, go to that video for better context. This is a stitch of a stitch. And I like this brother. He does very good stitches. But yeah, I don't blame that brother one bit. A similar situation happened to me. I think I told you guys about this a while back. Actually, it was my stupid friend who fell for it. I warned him about it. He ended up spending $200-300 worth of drinks on these women, who the last round of drinks they took to the men that they were waiting there for. That's the disrespectful, vile shit some of these women will do. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful with your resources as men. You really do. But yeah, if any of you guys, any of you young men, ever find yourself in a situation like that, you never, ever stay at that date. You go at that date and you see 3 or 4 of her friends, or all of a sudden her friends start showing up, they can do it sneaky that way too. Because I was in a situation, I was out with my one friend, all of a sudden her girlfriend started showing up. I didn't really know these chicks. Oh, can you buy a lady a drink? Can you buy us a drink? They started showing up. You know what I did? I bought like one of her other friends a drink, but then when 2 more showed up, I left. I got to get up in the morning. I got to go. Can you buy us a round before you leave? I got to go. Bye. Me and that girl never spoke again. They're not going to put hundreds of dollars worth of drinks on my credit card. Don't ever let them play you like that. Because a man they really like, they're not going to let anyone take advantage of him. So I will never, never, never let a woman sucker you into being a foodie date. Because I guarantee you, the men that's really banging them, jumping up and down on their bones, those guys don't have to pay a dime. This young man did the right thing, and if any of you young men are ever faced with a situation like that, you never, ever, 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 ever allow yourself to be a foodie date. If you agree to go on a date with a woman and you see 3 or 4 of her friends and they ain't leaving, oh, they're going to stick you with a bill, brother. They're going to stick you with a bill. Never, never be a sucker like that. No foodie dates. Get your passport. That is all.